Hi friends. All right, so I am popping in real quick to make a short video for you on 4 ways to keep your sanity during virtual learning or to make it easier on yourself. My focus is all on you. This isn't so much about what our kids are doing or how to structure this for them. This is really about how to make this easier on you as a mom. Works for dads too, but most of the people here that follow me are women and many of them moms. Okay, so this is in line with the 4 areas that I teach. So if you go to my website on Learn with Alini, you're going to see these 4 areas, and that's where I'm giving you a tip for each. So the first one is mindset. So my suggestion during this time is look for something good in your day. So every day, just look for one good thing. Now, this will get easier with time. You will find more good things, but both parenting and mindset techniques teach us that what we look for, we find. So if you are looking for something to worry about, if you are looking for something that's stressful, if you are looking for something that's not good, and looking for means paying attention to, if that's what you're looking for, that's what you're going to see more of. If you're looking to find the good things, you will see more good things. So that's my number one suggestion, is look for something good. It can be something big, but it can be something very small. And especially if this is a very trying time for you, it is hard to find big things that are good. So find the small things and you'll see that as the days go by, it's easier to find good things. So things like how wonderful your kid's laughter is, or maybe you got dressed for the day, or maybe the sun is shining and it's beautiful. So whatever it is, find the good, and the more you focus on the good things, the more you stop seeing all the rest. All right. So tip number 2 is with your nutrition. Now, I know that thinking about food when you're super busy and super stressed and now you have all this extra stuff to do, it's hard. Okay, if you're anything like me, you have a family where your nutrition goals may be completely different from everybody else's, and they may just not enjoy or want to eat the things that you want to eat. So in my case, we either, my husband prepares his food and I prepare mine, and one of us pull something together for the kids, or I'm preparing different things during the day. That's what I'm doing. I'm preparing my meals and the kids' meals. So my tip for you here is that things that are easiest for you to eat are what you're going to eat. So you want to make the good, healthier foods easier for you to get. So don't stock up on chips and cookies and sodas and whatever it is that is a treat, because food influences your mood, food influences your sleep, food influences your energy levels throughout the day. So you want to fuel well. My suggestions, you'll see a few more details on the email, but my suggestions are: have pre-cut veggies so you can just dump them into a stir fry. Make a big pot of soup. Have fruits and nuts and cheeses just easy to grab and have as a snack. Now, I do not plan meals in advance. I'm not a freezer meal person or a batch meal where you make all the meals for the week. If you are that person, those are excellent ways to do it as well, to just have this prepared for you. But just try to make it easier for you to make a good choice instead of making it easier for you to make an unhealthy choice. So that would be number 2. Number 3, it has to do with fitness. Now, don't shoot me. It's going to be okay. I'm not going to tell you to go to the gym and work out for an hour. They're closed anyway. So my suggestion to you is find some time to move your body. This is so important. Chairs are horrible for our bodies. We sit all day long. Besides that, all the positions we stay in to help our children during virtual learning, even though they're very short times, like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, half a minute, but we're slouching, we're kneeling on the floor, you're leaning over their shoulders. All of this is not good for your body as a whole. So finding a little bit of time to intentionally care for your body is going to make a world of difference, okay? So ideally, you shoot for half an hour. Ideally, you have a half-hour program that you do every day. Either you go for a walk or you do a structured program. If that does not fit right now, maybe you just can't. Maybe you don't have the support system to allow you that. Find 10 to 15 minutes and start there. Tony Robbins says if you don't have 15 minutes for yourself, you don't have a life. So finding 10 to 15 minutes. And in those 10 to 15 minutes, you can put in whatever you want. But I'm going to talk about half an hour, okay? You can do some stretching. Super important, especially hips, lower back, just work to get those things lined up. Anything from weightlifting to yoga to cardio, like anything that's going to move your body in a structured way, that is going to help you greatly. And I'm going to finish with my favorite reason of all, which is from Legally Blonde. If you haven't watched that movie, it's such a fun movie. So she says exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. So that is one of the ways to boost your mood. We're going through a really hard stage right now. So anything that you can do to kind of give you a lift, that's going to be super helpful. And number 4 is to own your time. Now, this may seem like the hardest one, but here's the reason why I would suggest that you create a routine or create some sort of schedule and work on maintaining that. Now, this isn't by the minute or by the hour, and I have a free resource on my website. If you go to elainikeller.com, it's right on the front page. It is a time blocking resource. Now, the reason why I suggest this, number 1, if your kids are virtual learning, they're already working in time blocks. So those could be the blocks of time that you use for yourself. But when you work with these, yes, things are going to change. Yes, there's going to be things that are out of the plan. But when you have a plan, when you know when are we going to start, when are we going to eat, when are we going to stop, maybe you have to schedule in some meetings, you put those in. When you have clarity on your structure, on your day, when you feel that control makes us feel less stressed. When we have a sense of control, we just feel calmer. And that is always helpful, because if you feel like you don't know what you're supposed to do, you're running after something that you don't know what it is, if you're just lost throughout your day, it's just so stressful. So having some sort of schedule that is going to tell you, okay, I would like to wake up at this time. This is my morning block. This is what I'm going to do. This is what the kids are going to be doing. So this is the times that we eat. Maybe your kids, some days my kids ask for snacks all day long. I'm not going to stay in the kitchen giving snacks all day long. They know now that they have specific blocks. So this is just something that helps you gain some control. And yes, we all understand that, this is life, this is family, this is home. Things don't work on a perfect schedule. But when you have that structure, it makes you calmer, and you know that you have certain times to do certain things. So these are my 4 tips. All of these, you have extra resources if you want to dig deeper. Just go to the blog. There's more stuff on all of these. But I would like to leave you with one last thought, that this feels hard because it is hard. You are not doing anything wrong. You are not a bad mom. You are not a bad person. You are not, this is just extra difficult. No, this feels hard because it is hard, and you are doing great, and you are not in this alone. You can reach out. If you don't have someone to reach out to me. You can get my email. If you're on my list, you can go on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you can find me. If you don't have someone to reach out to, reach out, because this is hard. It's not easy for anybody going through this, but you are not alone. So try out, and if you don't want to try out everything at once, just pick one. And I would say, if you're only going to pick one of these things to do, look for the good. If you can, look for the good. Be mindful about your nutrition. Find a little bit of time, even if it's 10 minutes, to move your body and find some control over your time. But if you say that's too much, do one at a time, but start by looking for the good. Because when you look for the good, you start finding it. When you start finding the good, you start feeling more grateful and happier, regardless of the situation you are in. Okay? We are in this together. We can do this. You've got this. You are wonderful. And I will talk to you later.